Right, once again now we look at the area of a hexagon, and as we say always, that you have to stop dreaming and start doing. So here we need to now come to terms that we have to be versed with the polygons, a number of them, and we said in our previous discussion that if we talk about polygons, we are simply talking about uh, those figures with either many sides, and we say this one is of course a Greek word that means poly means a figure, and then gon means many sides or many angles. So this we said comes from the Greek. It's a Greek word. And therefore, if we have to get the area of this, hexa means 6. So for 6-sided figure uh, with many sides, that is the poly as a polygon, we simply going to look at how better do we have the knowledge about the hexagon. So one key aspect that you have always to be putting and always remembering is that for a hexagon, all sides are equal, just like a pentagon. Though with a hexagon, even the distance from the center, to the vertex will also be the same as the distance of the sides. So if we have, let's say, this one is our hexagon, the sides, we will only be told of the sides. The sides means the outer side, the margin. The margin, that is the side that you'll be given. So they will assume that you know, and that is what you are supposed to know, that the sides will be equal, and it is also as equal as the distance from the center of the hexagon to the vertex. So if you drop any distance from the center to the vertex, then that distance will be equal with all the 6 triangles that you will make. So we said earlier that for you to work out this, we simply get the area of one triangle. So we can divide. The number of triangles is equivalent to the number of sides. So in this case, if we have this as our first one, then we shall have our second one over there from the center to the vertex. Again, we shall have this other one there, that way. We shall have this other one here, and we shall have our last one here, that way. So this is our now hexagon. And you will realize that the number of sides is it's automatic, that it is equivalent to the number of sides. So the triangles that we are going to get here, that we are getting, the number is just equivalent to the number of sides. So sides equals to the number of triangles that we can divide. And therefore now in this case, for us to get the area, we just have to get the area of one triangle, then multiply by 6. So let's say this is our hexagon of sides. Say this is the side 8 centimeters, and then maybe we have this one as let's say this is 10 centimeters, and then we need to work out this. We need to work out now. Need to work out. How will you go about doing that? How do you go about this? Let's say the sides, this is 8, this is 10. You go about that. So what you do, we said earlier, elicit, pull out this one particular triangle, and then drop a perpendicular, like we can use this one here. So we drop a perpendicular that way. So we now get the area of this one only. They multiply by 6 because there are 6. So if this is 8, this will also be 8, this will be 8, this will be 8, this mistake that we are making. This one will also be 8. So all sides in a hexagon, this is 8, this will also be 8, this will be 8. All through, all through. This will be 8. The number of, the sides, the length, the distance from the center to the vertex will be the same as the distance of the margin, the outer margins. So on a hexagon, that is the thing. That is the thing. So you can only be given the side, and you will not be told what is the distance from the center to the vertex. So this is what you have to know and remember. So in this case, we have our triangle that way. So this is 8, and this is also from here to here is 8 because we have dropped the perpendicular. So this will be 4, and this will also be 4 centimeter. So this is 8, this is also 8. Now, how do you get the area? Area is normally given, area of a triangle, given by, yes, half multiplied by its base multiplied by its height. And this case, because there are 6, we shall simply multiply this by 6, because there are 6 here. So you generally get the area of the whole thing as the area of this small one, and then you multiply by 6 because there are 6. There are 6 of them. So in this case, first of all, we have to deal with this. Now, what we don't have is our h. So how do we get h? Once again, we said our h will be, sorry about that, our h is the square root. I think we all aware about what we are doing here. This one, everybody is aware of it. We have the hypotenuse squared minus the base squared, which is 4. Yeah, you can work out that and tell me what do you get. This will be the square root of 64 minus 16. 64 minus 16. What do you get there? 64 minus 16, you'll get 48. 48. So we're looking for the square root of 48 to give us our height. So our height will be, what do you get? Let's check. So I hope you got it. If you use your calculator, you work it out, you'll get 6.9282, which we can, of course, this one means we can, it's approximately, that's the sign for approximately. So this is approximately 6.93 centimeters. Therefore, now using this, we can comfortably put it there, slot into the formula, and come up with the answer quickly. So we have our now final area to be a half multiplied by our base, which is now, this is the base, which is 8 multiplied by our height. Our height is 6.93. Remember, this is centimeters, these are also centimeters. So 693. Now you work out that this one here, 4, multiply that by 4. Multiply that by 4. What do you get? You will get, this will give us 27.7, sorry, that is 6.93 multiplied by 4 to give us 27.72. So it is square centimeter, because centimeters multiplied by centimeters. So this is what we get at the end of the day as our area of one of them. Remember, it is just one small triangle will give us this. So this one now we have to multiply that by 6, because we have a 6 there. So this one, multiply that by 6. That, what does it give us? You give us that multiplied by 6. Oh, sorry, that is 27.72. Multiply that by 6, gives us 166.32 square centimeters. Therefore, that becomes our answer. So those are the steps that we should always follow if we want to get the area of a hexagon. Hexa means 6, so there are 6 sides, and because it is a hexagon, even the distance from the center to the vertices, to these vertices, is the same as the outer boundary distance. That is the same as the length of the sides. So once you are versed with that kind of knowledge, then you will not have problems to work it out comfortably, and that is what you do. So maybe you can pause and try out this, try out this, work out the area of a hexagon, of sides, let's say 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters. So those are the sides. You can work it out and see what you can be able to get. Continue subscribing, continue sharing, continue inviting friends to be part of our bigger team, and we shall call it a success together. Remember, small steps daily builds up greater results. So that is what we are eyeing to. Shalom.